In Howard County, one of my priorities remains to ensure that all residents have safe, accessible, and reliable infrastructure to live their best lives and to thrive. Over the last 6 months, as our community has worked to combat the COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen an increase in the number of pedestrians and cyclists who need to use our pathways. And we know that reliable transportation and their safety continues to be a concern for many of our residents. With the adoption of the Howard County Complete Streets policy last year, we continue to do the work to move complete streets forward. In less than a year, we have formed a Complete Streets implementation team comprised of county staff, community stakeholders, and representatives. We've created a new policy making it easier to add sidewalks on public property and along county streets. We've developed a transportation improvement prioritization process to help advance key projects and best meet the needs and goals of our county. And we've drafted the Complete Streets engagement plan to improve the process for people to provide valuable input that helps shape transportation projects and priorities. And this draft plan was posted on the Howard County Complete Streets website earlier this week, and we'll be hosting 2 public workshops to gather input on the plan on the week of September 23rd. Again, I would like to recognize Council Member Mercer Rigby, Jennifer White from Horizon Foundation, and everyone, not only from Horizon Foundation, but all of our community members and leaders here for their participation on the implementation team and for their input on this important work. Today, we are pleased to have reached an agreement with 6 property owners to complete an improvement plan that has been in the works here for over 10 years. At this intersection of Guilford and Oakland Mills Road, our Department of Public Works will be installing a new traffic signal to replace the current 4-way stop. Along with this installation, DPW will also build 3,000 feet of new sidewalk, curb, and gutter. Install a bus pad in the northwest corner. And include a storm drain, stormwater management, and pavement resurfacing. These improvements will make this intersection and the nearby streets safer and more accessible for everyone, whether you're driving a car, catching the bus, walking, or biking. It's also a wonderful example of the Complete Streets work we have and continue to prioritize across our county. I would like to publicly recognize the hard work and dedication of our staff of the Department of Public Works. This project is quite complex and has required a great deal of perseverance to get through these last 10 years to this point. Thank you for continuing to work hard even in the midst of this global health crisis. We anticipate construction to begin early in 2021 with an estimated 12-month project duration. And finally, this project, which has been a long time coming, would not be possible without the advocacy of residents and strong community partners who have joined us here today. Thank you to the Guilford Elementary PTA. Give them some love. Emily Concannon and the Oakhurst Homeowners Association. And Grace Morris, Executive Director of Heritage Housing Partners. and also representing Oakland Place. And just thank you all for the hope and the perseverance to churn this vision into a reality that will serve current and future generations.
This intersection has been the source of community pain for many years, including countless accidents and even a tragic loss of life. Since I entered office nearly 2 years ago, advancing this project has been at the forefront of my attention. And every step in this process has been a small victory that has led us to this point and to completion in 2021. Too many residents of Howard County are put in danger every day, simply due to the fact that our infrastructure was built for cars and not for the people inside them. I'm grateful for County Executive Ball's leadership in recognizing that our streets and our infrastructure are meant for everyone: pedestrians, bicyclists, families, school children, churchgoers, and so many more. I'd also like to recognize the strong and committed advocacy of the Guilford community and our community partners at Streets for All, who have highlighted the need for these improvements and a comprehensive complete streets policy for Howard County. And lastly, because I'm all about sharing my gratitude, I truly want to recognize and note my appreciation for our County Executive, Dr. Ball, because he didn't just listen to my very persistent concerns, he also prioritized them and took the action to advance the multiple small steps to make this happen. And Angela and Bruce and Chris and Tom and Brandon and former director of Public Works, Jim Irvin, all worked so hard to make this happen. You truly cannot imagine how many little steps are in this until you are the one tasking it to yourself to be the persistent, annoying person to follow up on them. So this project is just one example of our Complete Streets vision for Howard County: protecting lives, expanding access for pedestrians, and prioritizing equity in transportation projects, and connecting our community to one another and to each other. We have so much more to look forward to, and I'm so excited to continue the work ahead. Thank you all for your hard work.
We're happy to be here today to see the start of phase 1 of this multimodal project for the community, and appreciate the community's patience with us as we work through the acquisition of land for the improvements. This project is the first phase of a project to provide a complete street section along Oakland Mills Road, starting at the Guilford Road intersection behind me, which will allow this section to accommodate different modes of transportation. I'd like to recognize DPW's Transportation and Special Projects Division, especially Brandon Love, standing over to my left, and his staff, who have been spearheading the design effort. And of course, Melanie Bishop and her staff in the Real Estate Services Division, who worked diligently to acquire the land for this project. Additionally, I'd want to recognize the efforts of DPW's partner, the Office of Transportation, particularly Bruce Gardner, that has championed the Complete Streets implementation. And finally, I want to say that Public Works is excited to get started constructing phase 1 and are eager to complete it for the community and Howard County residents.
This is a glorious day for the Guilford community and for all of us in Howard County. My name is Glenn Schneider. I'm the Chief Program Officer at the Horizon Foundation. But today I'm also representing Streets for All Howard County, which is a committed coalition of 21 organizations led by AARP, the American Heart Association, the Foundation, and again, committed advocates all around the county. We want to see a more walkable, bikeable, wheelchair accessible, friendly Howard County, and this is an exciting thing to happen today. I will tell you, 2 years ago in 2018, we held a walk audit here together with Pastor Jones and First Baptist and the Guilford PTA and community members around here. We had 100 people walking up and down these streets showing how much work was needed to make this more walkable and bikeable. We had people in wheelchairs showing that they couldn't get around. What more could we do but then to ask the people who would eventually become our elected officials to take notice and to do something? And Dr. Ball and Councilwoman Rigby, I have to say, you listened, you came to the walk audit, you listened, and you produced. For anyone in our community who's wondering, how can I get improvements in my particular neighborhood? It is through determined community action that can happen. Again, we have a lot of people to thank in addition to Pastor Jones, a absolutely committed person to this, and the whole First Baptist Church, but also the Guilford community, and of course, all of the members of Streets for All in making this sort of thing happen. This is the launch point to future improvements all across the county, but particularly in communities where you feel like you've been neglected, where you haven't had these kind of improvements, and where you need them to get around in a safe and more accessible way. We're coming. Come and work with us. Let's get some more of this done. And thanks for such an exciting day and to be with you today. Thank you.
Truly, this is a glorious day in the Guilford, Jessup area of Maryland. As has already been stated, a lot of things have taken place in order to bring this to pass. And today serves as a memorial and also milestone to what shall take place with the Complete Streets effort in Guilford. I want to thank a hearty thank you to our county executive, Dr. Calvin Ball, who is doing a great job in listening to the constituents of Howard County. I want to thank Councilwoman Christiana Rigby for being our district representative on the county council and doing the hard work that is necessary. I also want to thank the Horizon Foundation, Glenn and Nikki, and all of the partners there for doing great advocacy work. And I want to thank First Baptist Church of Guilford, amen, for standing up and showing up and being a part of this great, great day. This is a day of celebration, a day in which we'll never forget, and we look forward for what is to come.
Good morning. I just want to thank County Executive Ball for extending this invitation to the event. As you heard, I'm Grace Morris, Executive Director of Heritage Housing Partners. And just last December, Heritage, with assistance from the Housing Department, purchased Oakland Place. So we're new neighbors. It's part of our mission to preserve naturally occurring affordable housing here in the county. And so we're so pleased to be able to support this project as well as the future projects planned for this area as part of the Complete Streets initiative. And we know that those efforts will provide safe, convenient transportation options for our residents as well as others who live in this community. We thank again Dr. Ball and Council Member Rigby for your leadership and ongoing support of this future work, and we look forward to working with you.
We're very excited for this project to begin, as this is really going to improve the safety of our community, which is our home. So thank you all so much for all of the hard work you've done over the years. It is greatly appreciated, and we can't wait for the project to get started.
So I'm going to invite the signers of the document to come up just to add their signature to the documents. One at a time. We'll do it right here at the podium. We have a pen in the documents. The first signer is County Executive Calvin Ball.
I'll do the thumbs up.